Hello, I wanted to use React to have some fun because I already am quite comfortable and I already know a lot of things and how to use it. So first, why are tutorials useful? Because they give some useful patterns that you can learn, and when you learn those useful patterns and get comfortable with them, you can have some your own ideas and try out some stuff, like try to change the code. And it's nice because the more you change the code and go through your own ideas and develop some new ideas that you want to make, and then you think about how can you use my code in a different way. It uh, it allows you to get creative and use some different patterns, combine the stuff that you already know. So I want to use React in the simplest way possible, and it would be on JS Deliver. Here I would need two things. I will need React DOM and React, and let's just say that we have to do this step. So I'm gonna explain after why. Here I'm gonna search for React. I'll open it here. Here I'm searching for UMD build, and I want the full build React development. So I'm gonna copy link, copy URL, and here I'm gonna do script. src is going to be the link, and cross origin will be anonymous. I'm gonna format it. And now I got React. Now I want React DOM. I'll do the same with React DOM. I'll show you after why. Here, files, UMD, React DOM development. Same thing, copy URL. Here the same thing, script, src. I'm doing it in the wrong place. src dot cross origin anonymous. Now, why cross origin anonymous? Because React says so. That's pretty much it. They say it gives better debugging experience. And of course, the thing you see on the display is between. So, what's actually content of this link? It's a lot of JavaScript code. So when we have this link, now this link here, this is the content. So this script is going to download the content that we see on the, it's going to download it, place it inside here, and run it. And why do we need to do that? My damn alarm. And why do we need to do it? Because when we see here React, now that object is filled, and React DOM, that's also filled. One more thing, we always need to have React development before React DOM, because React DOM uses React. Here, this code might get familiar. Let's say const id is root, const DOM root is document get element by id, id const react root, react DOM create root on DOM root, and we say react root render e app. Then function app return h1 no props hello world. Here react, and we structure, but I'm gonna say e react create element. might be more familiar. The last thing that we are missing is this. Now it's gonna work. So that would be the first thing. What if you are just starting out? I'm gonna format it now. If you are just starting out, I know that this all feels really uncomfortable and really unfamiliar, but that's fine. Just give yourself some time, let it sink. If you are not bored, you can just copy the code, play around with it, trying to change stuff. Try to think what would you do differently, why would you do it differently, and things like that. How can you change this code and so on? Why is it like this? Those are quite important questions to answer. Anyway, I was thinking about I did in another video I changed some CSS styling from React component, and I was thinking what else can I do, what's creative, and I can't really come up with some new things. So I don't know. Let's maybe try something out. Let's do this. So let's say uh, we have window, and let's say that we have initial data, and let's just say that we have some initial data there. And I'm not sure what would I put in there. Maybe we could do something like, I don't know, an array of people. So we have an array of people, and let's say that we have an ID 1, name John, last name Doe, ID 2, name Jane, last name, is it Doe? I don't even know. Then let's say that we have ID 3, name Jerry, last name Harris. So let's see. Window, right, there we have it. I'll format it again. That's okay. And here we have component, and here we have some data. So when I do here initial data, we see that that's now global. Or alternatively, I think we could also do type application JSON. I don't know, does that work? Script type application JSON. How can I script ID type? I would change this to this after that. No, that's a good idea. I'm gonna copy this and type application JSON initial data. Now that looks good, and we could just say, we could simply say this, and there we can do something like, you can copy that object and pass it here. And now that works out. Now that it works out, we can show it somewhere else, and here we can log it. Console log document get element by ID initial data inner text, and we can do JSON parse. There it goes. And now that we have a way to get the initial data, what could we do? We could try to render it, and I'm thinking of a way how do we show it, how do we display it. I'm not sure. Format it. So I'm not sure how do we display that. And I think that this JSON is not correct. So I'm gonna put it back on the window, I guess. Because when you do JSON, it needs to be something like this, and then you have like name and a value, and then we have last name, though, and so on, and so that's just how it is. So that's alright. Anyway, now that it's on global window, we can show it. We can say like const people set people, and we can say use state react use state, and we can say window initial data people, and it's gonna window initial data. I need to check what's up with that. Right, people. There it goes. And there we have it. And what we can do is return ul null, and we can say people.map users. That sounds better. Set users. There we go. And now we have user eli, and then we have key user ID, and inside we have name and last name, and we can say username plus user last name, and there we go. Now we have a list of users. Now I'm gonna copy that. There it goes, and here I can say one more, because I want to say h1 null people or users, and this one would be, I don't know, like main or just div. Format it, and there we go. whoops, h1 ul list. There it is. So now that's there. Users, and then we can say I actually don't know what, but I'm getting kind of bored, so whatever. I'm just gonna post it on Kiss, so it's copyable, and we'll upload the video now. What happened here is this put the data on the global window, and here this is React component. We are using React state. That's all there is to it, and this is the initial state, and for that we are using the data on window, the data that we set previously here. So that would be pretty much it.